And you know what I'm gonna say? 90s Love outdid Make-A-Wish. Yeah, that's it. There are two versions to Resonance Part 1, and I think one version to Resonance Part 2. I only found one version to Resonance Part 2, so I think that's it. This first version is blue, second version is orange, kind of. And I already see some contrast happening here. The blue version kind of had this very metallic looking mountain in the background, and the second version has this very metallic looking metal stairs, doors, or something. So that's an interesting contrast. This is different from all of their other concepts. The logo has changed drastically, as you can see here. You see the 2020. It kind of almost looks like the Olympic circles, but kind of closer together. Also, they're kind of see-through. The logo here kind of shifts focus away from NCT and more on the year 2020, which it almost looks like bubbly plastic, see-through plastic almost. And the designer made it so that the plasticky see-through look looks almost real, but it's not real. Which I don't know if that was definitely intentional. That was definitely intentional. Which kind of gives this album look a very like removed, uncanny feel. That's what I've been getting this past few months. Here is their timeline layout, which I love the design so much I had to add it in here. I love how they use the empty space as they kind of masked in photos from their album, going from blue to orange. And I kind of enjoy how the photos don't really complete. Some photos overlap others, but the thing that stays consistent is the sky or the background color, so it remains cohesive. Some people may not like this layout because it looks like a calendar, so you kind of want to read left to right, but you actually have to read top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. So I could see how people would be a little bit confused from that. I really love this grid layout, and even though it's a grid layout, it's not exactly symmetrical, which I really enjoy. The concept photos, if you're an NCTzen, you already know it was a lot. If you're an NCTzen, you know this summoning circle group photo. Remember what I said earlier about the circles? It's back. It's here again. Some people have made theories that this circle is similar to the one in Simon Says. I gotta look back into it, but I'm just wondering what this circular theme is happening. Are they gonna complete the circle, or are they gonna add more members? Or is the circle supposed to symbolize the cycle of like dream and reality? I'm not sure. Interesting thing I noticed is that everyone this time turned into NCT U. There's no NCT 127, there's no NCT Dream, there's none of that. Everyone that had a music video, every group unit, I feel like that's a smart move. It just makes it easier for people to understand that this is united. So the first NCT U unit is Misfit, which we're just straight up 90s. We're straight up 90s, honestly. Like this whole resonance concept, 90s. All the way. Next photo here, 90s. Look at the basketball hoop. The sporty theme, I feel like maybe is a foreshadowing to 90s love. Like they didn't even try to make it seem real. This backdrop here, and with the palm trees and stuff. It's just so throwback. I kind of love how full out they went to throw this back, like sitting on the car, everything, just 90s. The boy group photo of them like looking up to the camera, 90s completely. I love it. Make-A-Wish, I feel, correlates to the visual themes of the Resonance album the most. It's very dark, but it's also very like luminescent, or not luminescent, reflects light. Yes. This concept was interesting if you were an NCTzen, but the visuals are still amazing, and the type of clothing they wore kind of like reflects off light, which is kind of similar to the logo. This concept is still a bit 90s, but not in the same way as a Misfit. And it almost looks futuristic, which I feel is really NCT. Honestly, compared to Empathy though, the visual connections between the album is not as cohesive, even though everyone is NCT U for this one. For the next one, we have From Home. I really love the coloring of this. Honestly, I feel the coloring of the Come Home concept photos and music videos fit with the Resonance coloring the most. It's a little bit muted, a lot of browns, a lot of blues. Yes, that's all I have to say. And now we are at part 2 of Resonance, which is the last NCT U album cover. It's the same exact logo, except the background is completely white, which to me gives this open feeling, less heavy, more lighthearted. Also, I love this addition here on the bottom of the little barcode. It almost feels like you're purchasing an album from Target and you're gonna scan it on there, which I don't know. It's a little tidbit, but I enjoy it a lot. Their concept photos for part 2 feel throwback, but they also feel like something from the future. This is something I say about NCT a lot. They take concepts from the 80s and 90s and they turn it into something that you feel like you would be seeing in 3010. Also, I really enjoy this new typeface, probably a logo type that they introduced for part 2. Resonance, these little quirky thinning out of lines in the R and the N or the A, how they simply took away the bar for the A, I think just adds a little bit of flavor to their album design. And this little serif font that somehow works. So I noticed there's a recent trend in K-pop album design that is reintroducing serif fonts and fancy display type, kind of like the display type seen with Coca-Cola, that type of display type, or serif fonts. Down here, underneath all the boys, is serif fonts. Up here is a variation of sans serif, sans meaning without, so without serif. The serifs, you can see, are attached to the ends of each letters. You probably didn't even realize there was a name for it. So yeah, I've noticed that K-pop album designers are kind of using serif fonts a lot more, and I think serif fonts bring a lot of personality in their own way to albums. So I'm kind of glad to see more diversity in album covers. This second photo is just so cute. It's giving high school yearbook. It's giving, I don't know, it's really nice. Another thing that I just noticed is that the part 2 Resonance, it's kind of invert of part 1 in terms of color, because part 1, most of the color was being seen in the background, in the sky, in the rocks, in the scenery, the orange and blues. And then NCT, they were dressed in white or black. But now the background is white, and NCT are the ones that bring the color. So you have these blues, these oranges, these tans, these yellows, all of those colors that you saw in the background of Resonance part 1. That's kind of a fun little detail to notice. Once again, it's all black, and then NCT themselves are bringing the color, so it's like an invert. So the first unit we're going to look at is 90s Love. It's self-explanatory. There it is. I don't even know what to say. It's 90s to the max. I feel like NCT since 2016 was building up to this moment. Like, they knew they wanted to have like a 90s. They knew they wanted to be known for like a 90s concept, and here it is. Here it is. And you know what I'm gonna say? 90s Love outdid Make-A-Wish. Yeah. That's it.
Susanny, this is for you. Let's get it.
The next one we have here is Work It, and I don't even know how to describe this concept. Like, I don't even know what it is. It's just NCT. I don't even know what to say anymore, honestly. It's like throwback, but it's not. It's the future. Exactly. So yes, that was a lot of content to review, so if you think I missed anything, or if you agree with some of my opinions or disagree, just leave a comment down below. I would love to read your thoughts and respond. Also, I want to try and keep analyzing graphic design in K-pop. I feel like it doesn't get talked about enough. So if you have any ideas of other albums or other groups you want me to review, comment down below. I would love to see your guys' suggestions. If you made it through to this whole video, thank you. And if you want to continue supporting me and my group, click on this right now to watch dance covers of me and my friends.